There is a purpose for sexual engagement. I know, the players and the pimps and the punks think they have it all mastered, but there's a purpose. The central purpose for sexual engagement has to do with covenant. I know people don't want to agree, and you don't have to be a Christian to believe this. There are several things that bear it out, but let me just say this. All these folks running around with their legs open proves the lack of what sexual engagement was created for. We have more division, drama, disharmony, dysfunction than ever before. So while you getting it on and you getting your climaxes and you getting your grooves and you all of that there, 2 or 3 and up and down, any which way you want, you still ain't got the purpose. You ain't got a covenant. And for those that have a covenant, you so far out there, or you were so far out there, that you don't even know what a covenant looks like when it's time to be in a covenant. This is Coach's Corner, and it's getting ready to get rough. It's getting ready to get rough because we're going to talk about sex for a while. We're going to talk about relationships for a while. The central purpose for sexual engagement was to seal and reseal a covenant made between a man and a woman. That was the purpose why God created sex. Because sure enough, the Big Bang Theory ain't got that much scientific psychology. And sure enough, those that don't believe in God, sure enough, didn't come up with it on their own. Sex is a very fine tool. It is a very fine tool. It is a very, very fine tool. If used appropriately, it could bring great, great community, great family, great citizenship. But we, just like a car can be used to destroy, just a plane can be used by a terrorist. Just like money in and of itself is not dirty until you love it more than your fellow man. Just like a book could be used to be read or slap somebody upside the head, sex has a purpose. We're not talking about how it makes you feel. Some of us have mastered the feeling part. You're perfect on that. But did you know that feelings is the last dimension of human experience? As a man thinketh, so is he. Not as a man feels, so is he. So maybe we'll talk about that for the next several podcasts, that the central purpose, not the other purposes. Central means main. Come on, bring your mind back on in. Bring your mind back on in. Because that's why the kids got it wrong. That's why some schools and some organizations and some churches preach, listen, don't do this until you're old enough. Hell, y'all, some of y'all old enough don't need to be doing it because you ain't got no covenant. And there is a bye-week. When you go past a law or a principle that was set to benefit you and you come up with your own law, there is a consequence. I know. For instance, sex out of context and outside its central purpose, you can't get enough of it. Listen, if I was to go back into some of y'all that go to church, I would tell y'all some of y'all don't have a lust problem. You have a lascivious problem. Lascivious is the step above lust. Lascivious simply means, look, watch this. I want it any way I can get it with whomever we have a spirit of lasciviousness in the land today. Not just lust, lustful desire. That's in the land too. That's the preemie. And so if you don't understand the purpose of a thing, you're going to abuse it. And I'm not going to go on and on and on. You're just going to have to follow me right here on Spreaker, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, And by the way, I need you to subscribe to me right there on Facebook. Subscribe to me at Select USA. Subscribe. You know, I forgot about that button that they had there. But listen, we're going to talk about relationships, sex, and parenting for a while. Because, you know, you ain't in this world by yourself. Yeah, I got needs. Of course. They were designed to be met in a proper and a beneficial way to all regarding you. Where I don't have no peeps. It's just me. Should I give you a right to go around and destroy other covenants and other relationships? And listen, that doesn't mean that we're not going to be tempted. That doesn't mean that we're not going to be attracted to people. Come on, man, let's just quit playing around. But what it does mean is that the more commitments and covenants we have, the healthier we'll be. And the less commitments and covenants we have, the more dysfunctional and dramatic we'll be. This has been the Coach's Corner. I'm over my time, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.